Okay, so I finished reading Noel the First, I think it's called, this morning. Last night I was way too tired to read anything. I think I read like a chapter or two and then I was like, I cannot focus on this book, so I decided to just stop. Even though I know I could have finished it quite quickly, like altogether I've finished it within like 45 minutes. Even though I knew I could, I just couldn't focus and I wanted to enjoy it. But I ended up rating this 2 stars. Unfortunately, it wasn't the book for me. Like, okay, it was enjoyable and I liked the concept of the book and I liked it. But I didn't feel any connection to the characters, which is like a big thing for me. To enjoy a book, I have to feel like a connection with the characters, and I just didn't feel that. But you know what? It's okay. It's a good Christmas novella at the end of the day. So the next book I am going to be reading is Love Light Farms. I always find that very hard to say. It's a very big tongue twister. So yeah, that is what I am going to start now, and then I'll give you an update when I have one. Okay, so I have hit page 100 of Love Light Farms, and wow, this book is actually like really interesting so far. There's a few things I'm like a bit confused of, but I don't know if it's just because I was tired and like when I was reading it last night. So I don't know if it's just because of like I'm tired and I didn't really focus on the information, and so I don't know if that's my fault. But otherwise, the fake dating trope, which I didn't know it had when I started it, I'm loving it so far. It's like the whole story around it is going really well. So I don't think I explained, but if you don't know what this book is supposed to be about, it's supposed to be about this girl, and she has always loved like Christmas trees, or like just Christmas in general really, when she was younger, and she always dreamed of having a love light farm, and then her dream came true. She does have a love light farm, but she's having financial troubles, and so obviously that is what it's about. And then it's got like a fake dating plot twist where she is fake dating her best friend, who like she practically grew up with. So yeah, loving it so far, and I am going to continue reading some more. I'm hoping to finish this today. It shouldn't take me long. I am reading it quite fast. It is a quite fast-paced book, so yeah, I'm going to go and read some more, and I'll give you all an update when I have one. Okay, so I'm just quickly jumping in because I realised that I didn't give an update on what I thought of what was it called, Love Light Farms. So I'm going to quickly jump in and tell you that I rated it 4 stars. It was such an enjoyable read. It's actually like nice and cute. It was like a friends to lovers kind of thing, and I actually enjoyed it. It took me a lot longer to read than I thought it would. There was like some little twists and stuff, and I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like was the miscommunication, and obviously I don't like miscommunication in books because it's like just talk to each other. So yeah, that is my only issue with that book, but otherwise it was such an enjoyable read and very Christmassy. So if you are looking for a Christmas book, this is a good one. Also, it's not just Christmassy as well. Like, even if you don't celebrate Christmas and it's just like you're fancying like a holiday or like wintry read, then this is also a good book. So yeah, that is Love Light Farms. Okay, so I thought while I was here filming some videos, which I just finished, I thought I'd quickly update you. So I can't remember if I told you that if I started The Plight before Christmas, but I did, and I started it, and I'm currently 207 pages into it, and it's an enjoyable read so far. At the beginning, I was like, it was kind of slow to get into for me personally, but then once it hit like, I want to say like the 56 page mark, it started to warm up a bit, and now it's getting interesting. There's a few things that are confusing me a little bit, but that might just be me and my concentration. But yes, so that is the update at the moment. I don't know if there's much of an update, but I just thought I would let you guys know that I have started it. So yeah, anyway, I'll speak to you all soon.
It's the end of the year. Everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheer. Just the worst time to be without someone special. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, baking together at home. Not like the movies when I'm walking in the snow, cold hands and mittens, eating gingerbread home alone. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, snowflakes in my hair, carols playing in the air. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, red bow in my hair, sleigh bells in the air. The only thing I'm missing is you. Stockings on fireplace, but in my living room, a single one with my name, knit sweaters and lace. Dressed up alone on the couch during cold winter days. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, baking together at home. Not like the movies when I'm walking in the snow, cold hands and mittens, eating gingerbread home alone. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, snowflakes in my hair, carols playing in the air. I dream of December nights, kissing under bright lights, red bow in my hair, sleigh bells in the air. The only thing I'm missing is you, darling, you, yeah, you. The only thing I'm missing is you, darling, you.
Okay, so I've come to give an update on The Plight Before Christmas. Now this I rated, I think it was 3 stars. It was an okay read. I felt like there was a few things missing, or a few things that I could have got a better answer to, or a better way of doing it, but otherwise, like, the relationship between them was great. I forgot his name, but I kept laughing at, like, the way the male character was, like, acting after, like, you know, that scene, and the way he was like, get dusting, like, it was, if you read it, it's more funnier than me just saying it like that, because you probably think I'm crazy right now. But yeah, it was such an enjoyable read. The only reason why, like I said, I didn't give it like 4 or 5 star was because I felt like something was missing. But also, it took me a lot longer to read than I also thought it would, which is surprising. Now I have got 2 things. I think I'm going into quite a bit of a reading slump, which is a bit disappointing, but also I've been quite busy the past couple of days, so yeah, that might not have helped. But that aside, Your Mean One, Matthew Prince, and I didn't do any updates on this, and I'm so sorry, but I did finish it, and I don't know what to rate it, to be completely honest. I'm not sure if to like rate it 2 or 3. I might just rate it 3, you know, I liked it kind of thing. There was nothing big about it, but I have heard so much hype around this, and maybe that's what took my opinion from it was. That is that. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe if you want. It's free, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.